Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got one of the better defenses in the NFL in action today. The Titans are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Colts, who will need to find a way to move the football.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome everyone to the Music City, just a stone's throw from the Country Music Hall of Fame. We are at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a prolific passer in his days at Baylor. It's Bryce Petty.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Petty now. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Brian Orakpo. Charging hard for that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12. Here's Petty. And he's got room. And he slides to avoid the hit. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. He'll look to throw. And some room to maneuver. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The Colts send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
A first down throw for Mariota. And his first pass is incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And let's go through the starting defense for Indianapolis.
One of the things that distinguishes Vontae Davis at corner is his size. A big, strong, physical player. Can jam receivers at the line of scrimmage, but he also has the agility to run downfield with them. But when you think about him overall, strength is the thing that makes him one of the better corners in the league.
Third down now following the run. They'll run here. It's Murray. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out-leveraging the offense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And Josh Hill has it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Barkevius Mingo from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. They'll set up a throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll look to throw here. Room here to run. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Colts send out their punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. On now is the Titans punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 46. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now a toss play. This is Mack. Finding room inside the 40. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Titans getting set to go. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
From the gun, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2nd down and just 1. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now Mack. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and that'll bring up second down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. He got 29 yards that time.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. The Titans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Right side, there's Decker. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
And that one makes it 14-7. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. we could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
Now let's go.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards it.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jack Doyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Adoree Jackson on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mariota now to throw on first down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Space to run past the 20. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From the red zone now, Mariota throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Second down, Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Mariota from the gun on third down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Now, that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally, it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches. But when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass.
And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And all the way down to the 27. A big play there for Indy. 48 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. Back to Tennessee after this. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have 1st half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And out of bounds right around the 20. 7 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Let's go! Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll run it with Mack. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Let's go! Green 39!
Here's Patty. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton as the first half is winding down. And the Colts add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Mariota to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without game skip as we welcome you to our EA Sports halftime report. The Titans are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Colts have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. Colts with the ball late in the first. Mack's going to spin out of trouble, and he scoops into the end zone for his second TD. That puts them on top by 14. Titans on offense. First quarter winding down. Henry's by himself here, and he'll be tackled at the 46-yard line. Later on the drive, broken coverage here on the pass play. He caps off the 7-play drive with a score. We go to the second quarter. Titans down by 7. Doyle's got nobody around him on the catch, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. That puts them on top by 14. Titans with the football late in the half. Mariota's going to cruise off the right side, and he cap off the 11-play drive with a TD. Still a little time left on the clock. Mariota's got to rush the throw, and it's intercepted. Gathers is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. Now following the interception, Hilton will make a catch coming across the middle, and this play goes for a score. The lead now at 17.
All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half two. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play on third down for the Titans. 41 yards.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Start right there.
A first down throw for Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. And Mariota, you see him there, still down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Petty now. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Arakpo able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
They find some open field here. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Throwing, Mariota, firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. There he goes inside the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Brandon Graham in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Throwing is Mariota. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his third touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now a carry from Mack. Oh, look at that. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the first down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll drop to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. 6 yards to go here on second down. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to Sharp. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Paul Posluszny able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Green, 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
He'll drop to throw. And some room to work. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each pick themselves up because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Mariota on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Let's go!
They'll set up to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Here's Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. First down, Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Grover Stewart able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Mariota now to throw on first down. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brandon Graham getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. That was second down run for Murray. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Still fighting for more. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead will grow by 1 more. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 61 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now here's Suck about to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.